5 invisible things that we steal from you. We are takers and not givers. We drain, bleed, leech, and suck dry. Whether it is occupying your home, using your car, borrowing money which we do not repay, or something as simple as drinking your last can of soda, our kind are recidivists in the art of stealing. Through our sense of entitlement, we are entitled to anything and everything. Nothing is exclusively yours. We suck what you own and possess down into the plug hole of our emptiness in an attempt to fill our vast black hole. This not only applies to material items and those which are tangible. Upsetting and frustrating as it is, when we help ourselves to your money and your possessions, there are also 5 other things which we always take which are far more precious. These are conscious or instinctive priorities for us to take from you. These are the 5 invisible things that we steal from you, and why we do it. 1. Your self-esteem. At the beginning of our interaction, you are self-assured, without being cocky or boastful. You know what you like, you are proud of your accomplishments and achievements, without feeling any need to crow about them. We see this, and we are envious of this, and we want it for ourselves. We want to take that sense of independence and knowing your place and role in the world, and being content with it. We are envious of your contentment. Our self-esteem arises from the views and comments of others, and this is through the provision of fuel. Our bilious envy means that we want to shatter your self-esteem through our repeated put-downs, our reminders of your failings, and the trumped-up elevation of our brilliance over you. We want to snatch your self-esteem away and add it to our own, bolstering it, making it even bigger. It's a common misconception that narcissists suffer from low self-esteem. We do not. We have an excellent conceit of ourselves, but nevertheless, we still want to shatter yours, because we want to bring you lower than us, and in so doing, that makes you easier to control. We want to reverse the roles, so that you look at us, and that you wish you had what we have. 2. Self-confidence. You may not be a demagogue. You may not stand before a sea of faces and hold them in your rapt attention, but you knew that you did certain things well. You had confidence in your abilities, your likable characteristics, and you also knew where you had failings and weaknesses. You addressed those vulnerabilities, and you never made them someone else's problem. Once again, our envy is such that we want your self-confidence. We know how to portray it, with our boasting and bragging, always turning heads as we make a grand entrance, easily able to play to the crowd as a function of driven to being known as superior. We are entitled to this crowd's attention, and everyone should be praising us because we are worth praising. We suck the self-confidence from you, absorbing it into us, powering our being with what you once had. Our conjuring and manipulation is designed to drain you of your self-confidence, to ensure that you rely on us all the more, turning to us for approval, seeking our permissions, and always requiring our say-sos. This allows us to control you, and of course, into the bargain, you are providing us with fuel. You have to ask us first if you can see your friends. Your conversations are never private, as we are always listening in. You start to run every decision past us now, for you are so fearful of making a mistake and incurring our wrath, be it a silent, baleful glare, or the blazing, spickle-fletted, oral assault. You even ask if you may use the bathroom in certain instances where there has been a substantial erosion of your self-confidence, meaning that you don't even want to make the decision for yourself. 3. Critical thinking. You were once a pretty good judge of character, able to rationalize and evaluate, but you didn't reckon with the force that is our love-bombing. You shouldn't be ashamed, for few recognize what it really is, and all too soon they become entangled in the seemingly wonderful golden period, unaware that they have now been ensnared. We need to attack your critical thinking capability and damage it to the point of no function. If you are able to use logic and evaluate what we are doing, there is the possibility of you working us out and stopping the provision of the fuel that we need. There is a chance that you will escape us. We must not allow that to happen, and through our gaslighting of you in particular, our repeated and sustained lying, and the incessant barrage which exhausts you, we whittle away your ability to reason and think. The throbbing headache which never really goes away, the tiredness around your eyes, and the sense of utter fatigue plays havoc with your ability to think straight and see what is really happening. It is far easier just to accept what we say as the truth. It is easier to go along with what we want. You can no longer really distinguish reality from illusion as we hammer away until your critical thinking capability has been smashed. Now, it is far easier for us to keep you in our grip, under control, without the concern that you will work things out. Number 4, credibility. Once upon a time, you were always believed. Your word was regarded as the truth, and people accepted this. You were not questioned, but rather, when you explained something or recounted an incident, you were believed. Not anymore. We take your credibility and batter it into nothingness through the repeated application of character assassinations and smears. We put you down, we scold and chastise, we tell you how wrong you are, how worthless you are, and that you are nothing without us until you start to doubt yourself. We don't stop there, however. Your credibility is shattered with everybody else. We need to smear your name to your friends, your family, your colleagues and neighbours as part of the second assertion of control, so that everyone realises that you are a crazy person, a nutcase, and an habitual liar. You tell such terrible lies about us, and then nobody can believe you any longer. Add to this your exhaustion and generally histrionic presentation as a consequence of our other manipulative behaviours, when compared with our calm appearance, and your credibility is shredded. We take it further, so that you are not believed in situations dealing with your employer, the school, the authorities, and so forth, so that you find yourself in some Kafkaesque nightmare, when you always feel like the accused, and you are never believed. No. We now have free rein to spin our propaganda and maintain our perceived superiority. Number 5, trust. We finally take your ability to trust, and we destroy it. You may think it odd that we might destroy your ability to trust us, but that doesn't matter. If you no longer trust us, we still do as we please. We will still make out that it is your fault that we do what we do, and because we have eroded your self-esteem, shattered your self-confidence, maligned your critical thinking, and removed your credibility, we will always triumph by controlling you. It doesn't matter to us that we have removed any trust you once had for us, because this removal is not going to stop us doing what we want to do. The trust that really matters, the trust that we have taken from you, comes later. In the event that you escape us, whether it is through your own doing or staying free from us once we have discarded you, it is what comes next where the eradication of your ability to trust matters. We leave you always doubting those that you meet. We have you unable to trust someone who has taken an interest in you. Is this person like us? Are they showing signs similar to how we behaved? How can you tell whether they are genuine or not? You are no longer able to trust your own judgment, and you are no longer able to trust those who might just happen to be genuine and make you happy. It is this final invisible theft that we commit, which leaves you with the harshest and enduring legacy.